Chat! We are continuing the double or nothing contest. It's starting with Vatira's run. He made it through Nush at level 1, went again against Joyo, and has gone again at level 3 against Rezears. He'll have to decide if he wants to keep going for 250. No one has made it past this level. Let's get into the matches. Chat, here we go. It's Vatira versus Rezears. So far, we have seen, what, 3 different runs fall at this stage. Nobody has been able to grab the $125 prize, theoretically. Now, not just because they, didn't cash out and wanted to go again. Nobody has secured level 3 at all. But Vatira might be the first one to do it today. Rezears was looking strong when we watched him play against Osoft not long ago, a German 1v winner who is on the rise into the top ranks and is competing against the best. If you watch any 1v1 ranked streams, you probably see Osoft playing against some of your favorite players. Rezears swept him, made it look like he is not ready, even though actually Osoft might have gotten one game. It might have been a 4-1. I can't remember for sure. Towards the end of the show match, Osoft was looking better, but Rezears was looking really strong. That's the key. The reason why I bring all this up is because the reason why Osoft maybe didn't grab a game is because Rezears was looking ready to go and was looking on point. He's down 1 right now as he flies up into the air. He didn't have the best of RNG. Nice double. Red Vatira's pre-jump went over the top of it and was still able to get it in. As we watch it from Vatira's POV, nice play from Rezears. I can get you guys' prediction up. It'll be a little bit late here as Vatira should be getting a kickoff goal. We got going really fast today. Chat, just to get ahead of everything, and for those of you on the YouTube, probably on the YouTube you won't see any delay because there's already a bit of a backlog. 2 minutes to predict, by the way. But we are in the process of moving, of selling our house, of getting another one. So there's going to be a lot of hiccups here and there. It's one of the reasons why I have to go rush and clean the backyard sometime during stream today, as Rezears going to get his second goal. It may lead to more scamming during the Donathon. I mean, that's just the reality of it. I'm trying to get ahead of it. Trying to let you know now. I'm not trying to surprise you with the future scams. Hopefully we don't have to scam at all, but you just never know. In terms of scamming, just meaning, we might not be able to go live for the full time every weekday like we hope to. So you're cleaning someone else's backyard? Yes. When you put it that way. You know what, Koi, when you put it that way, maybe I won't do it. Maybe I won't do it today. Good thinking. Vatira is up 3-2. And it's going to make it 4-2 as he is able to just cut this ball right back down the back wall. Rezears was hoping to clear it away with a desperate flip off the back wall. It did not work. It's also a nightmare time to sell your house in Arizona. It's been just so incredibly rainy and in ways that basically the state never sees. So it has a way to pull out every tiny little issue you might have with your house will be exposed. But it's all going to work out. That's what I tell Dr. Feer, at least. No sweat, no worries. Chat will help remind me to clean everything up. You never see rain? I mean, pretty much. We see it all at once. It's none at all, and then all at once in the span of 3-4 weeks, it feels like. Rezears looking to be in trouble as Vatira is going to make it 6-2. Such a great little pop off of the side wall. Able to lob the ball into a good position as well as land perfectly and get himself out to a space he can play from quickly. Halfway through the game, though, Rezears should not be giving up. Definitely time to bring this one back, as he will now chip up 54 boost. And I don't think he's going to be able to get it. I think it's too far off. Vatira should be able to recover. Boost pickup secured, but not before Rezears is forced all the way back into his own corner. He's trying to do a little bit what Vatira was doing earlier, a little zap dash. Oh, he just brought the ball directly to him. Why he did not drop the ball, I do not know. Vatira missed. Good power slide. He missed again. He probably shouldn't have missed the first time. He tried his best to make up for it with a good power slide, but Rezears ultimately was able to escape. Nice save from Vatira, and now boost advantage for him. He's going to start a dribble around ceiling height, has a reset, pre-flip, top shelf, out. Crossbar down and out. Rezears actually just used a little pinch with Vatira in order to roll it the other way. Gets himself a third goal. Oh, you're referencing a song. Oh, and the original question wasn't referencing a song, was it? Who knows? Let's lock in. Rezears wants to look for an opportunity to make a play on the ball, but is going to be forced back. Vatira with the reset fake. Rezears able to save that. Nice little reset pop in order to put Vatira on the back foot. Problem is Vatira comfortable. I heard Rezears jump. Was he faking a pre-jump, or was he just trying to close the distance? Ooh, Vatira gets this pop over the top of Rezears, staring at an open net. Oh, wait. Not nearly a strong enough finish. And Rezears able to clear it out, but it cost him all his boost, so he's going to back off. Vatira wants a full field pinch. Surely doesn't go off the corner and in. Ooh, it hits back wall. It gets registered as a shot, but Vatira's relentless. Can't imagine a world in which Rezears gets 3 under these circumstances. Vatira all over the ball, and it just seems like Rezears is running out of gas, or more specifically boost, every time he finally arrives at Vatira's nets. Sure, he can get some quick plays in his own half, but the finishes are not there that he needs to get goals. Bounce dribble on the way out. See if he maybe can turn his fade around, but even that low 50 wasn't good enough to beat Vatira. Final pop over the top. 1 for the road, but game number 1 will go to the Frenchman. Game number 2. Rezears could probably afford to start early. He did get last goal the previous game. Maybe that helps him in some way, shape, or form with his momentum going forward. He does outplay Vatira here, and he kept it in the net. So it will be 1-0 in favor of Rezears. Gentle reminder to clean the backyard. Listen, it's fine. You guys can type it all you want. The most important time to type it is when it's actionable, okay? Right now, it is not actionable. I do need to continue to run the series. Vatira, nice little dash as he lands after dodging a demo attempt. Enables him to get a quick power shot the other way. Awesome sauce. Thank you for the 8 months prime. Here's the new mortgage. Hope the new house doesn't burn down before you can move in. Awesome sauce. I will be coming for you if the house burns down before we move in. Because there's no reason that should happen. Why me, though? What do you mean? Rezears fights out for possession here after the kickoff. Vatira definitely wins the boost battle, but he gets undercut, and even a little wall dash will help Rezears get a bit of speed. So he takes shots to secure the 3-1 lead. Rezears right around ceiling heights. Reset off the post. Did a decent enough job keeping it away from Vatira. I think he was maybe hoping for a demo, but he becomes the victim of one. And Vatira will make it a 1-goal game, that is. Famous! Thank you for the 15 months. We're not even moving away from Arizona. We're just going to a different part. We're not even moving away from the city. Just, believe it or not, we're moving next door. Can you guys believe that? We just liked the next door. No, we're not actually, but... Vatira, again, surprises Rezears with these... Oh, wait, Rezears makes it back in time. Vatira did not play that as well as he could have. The start was great. To get it out past Rezears. Rezears wants a demo. Vatira dodges that. And now pinched up high. Rezears is the only one who can get to the ball, though, so he needs to make sure he turns and doesn't allow Vatira to make a play. That being said, even though we did play some keep away, Vatira right back on the ball. That hook shot is wide, and it's a bit of a game of chicken. I talked about it before there, because obviously that dive is a terrible dive if Vatira makes a touch. But oftentimes defenders will assume that the other person is that smart, and then so they won't touch it, and they'll let it bounce off and do a counterattack. So mind games back and forth. They both chose the safe option, though. Vatira did tap it away. Rezears did not dive. Now he's going to get himself demoed. And it's a tie game. You want to know what the actual miserable reality is of potentially moving away? Is a lot of places in my city, Vatira fake, read easily by Rezears. A lot of places in my city do not have... Oh, no, you don't want to know? Oh, okay. Then I won't tell you. Rezears missing top shelf. Halim Boy wants to know. Thank you. I'll tell. This is for Halim Boy. Dude, he's the one who also typed Feer +2 relentlessly. Oh, my paid chatter. It's so great to have him here. Ooh, where I'm at right now is actually one of like the early places to get fiber in the city. So the like highest likelihood is that wherever I go will not have fiber internet, which, you know, doesn't have to be terrible. Lots of streamers aren't on fiber and it goes just fine, but obviously it was not so great when I didn't have fiber. Rezears outplaying Vatira to bring that ball into his own nets, but deciding not to own goal. Ultimately, oh, nice bounce for him off the ceiling. Has a great threat in here. Gonna go slow, and it doesn't pay off. He felt like it was too obvious to take the power shots and that it would be saved, so instead he threw a fake in, and that really allowed Vatira the counterattack. I think if he had taken... no, he's above the ball. It's just tough. It's tough when you are forced to be above the ball to take a shot. It's a bit risky. And Rezears did not find a way to mitigate that risk. Vatira keeps that on the nose of his car and does not lose it. And that means he can flick it, get a bit of heights. 5-4. So close to falling off, but ultimately turns into a goal. Rezears low 50, and did he want a roll? It seemed like a situation where you might want to bounce off the sidewall and go quickly, but he does roll it up, and it ends up paying off because he got himself an opening. Just an awkward opening that he can't finish. Minute left to go. He does need to dispossess Vatira here, but he plays it a bit safer. And now he's got space, ball, and boost, and he uses it without barely even needed any, but I think it's relevant that he has 100 because of everything that he can threaten. Vatira doesn't want to entertain him getting a dribble going for any amount of time. He does get Rezears a goal. Vatira to the back wall. Rezears has boost. What is he doing with that jump? He does make the save. He was so panicked, so Vatira, I guess, was faking that by playing it slow. Rezears lobs it to the moon, sticks around just long enough to make sure Vatira feels uncomfortable making the save, but ultimately wants to grab the boost. Can he go the distance of the field? No, he's not going to try to. He will pin it in the corner with himself, and his pre-flip did pop it slightly past where Vatira was expecting. So he didn't get the best of touches, but Vatira has just been so good. Oh, he missed! Too high. Rezears right behind him. Forced him to go quickly, and he overshot it. Now Rezears in the final moments. Flicking, 0 seconds. Played keep away, but it will hit ground. So kickoff in overtime. Diagonal kickoff. Vatira faked it. And you know it's not the best fake ever if I can read it. Which means Rezears certainly is going to be able to read it. Rezears dodging the demo attempts. And now bring the ball down to the ground. Rezears into the corner, letting Vatira cross it across the nets. Now has himself a possession. Again, early flicks. He saw that early flick work for him late. So he's gone back to it twice now. Expecting early challenges from Vatira. He's going to be able to pin this one away, but he's in such a bad spot. 10 boost. Can Vatira keep him back there? Rezears wave dashing his way out. It looks like he can't. Vatira also didn't pick up the midfield 100, so it's going to let Rezears pick up the 100 and stick around generally in the play, but it's a full field dribble from Vatira. It's a shot. It's in! It'll end 6-5 in Vatira's favor on a DS challenge that does make it all the way into the net, courtesy of Rezears' help. Actually, it was going to make it in no matter what. Game number 2 to Vatira. Game number 3. Vatira not heading to the kickoff. Rezears trying to do his best to counter it by giving himself the ball on the right side wall, but Vatira bumps him away. Gets possession of his own. He's going to have to find a reset in order to bring this one back on target, and he does just that. A really heavy touch to the left side of the nets. And then a nice reset to bring it back the other way, and Rezears goes soaring underneath for the first goal of the game. Yeah, we have snow. We've definitely had snow on occasion. Very rarely. We also have mountains nearby that always get snow. Can you explain the level $325? Sure, to anybody who is here for the first time watching Vatira versus Rezears. This is a part of a series of show matches called Double or Nothing, in which every level has started, or the level 1 has started with $32, $31. Nice reset shot again from Vatira. A prize. After you win a series, you can elect to either take your money, walk away, or double it up and play another random opponent. Vatira has now done that twice. He has selected a new random opponent twice. Rezears is going to be the 3rd win in a row if it keeps up the way it's been going right now. He could walk away with 125 after this, or he could look to go yet again and double it up. So that is what that is referring to up there. Rezears on 0 boost, trying not to get caught out here. Little zap dash, maybe slightly repositioned him and made that a better. Ooh, nice little bump to pool shot save that from Rezears, and he picks up his own corner boost. Great opportunity to score here. Power shot is past Vatira. Nice play from Rezears in a scary position on his back wall. 0 boost, finds a way to make it happen. Rezears, high save, able to pick up the boost. Rezears close. 50s him off the side wall. Can Rezears find a way to score this? He's going to need some crazy finish if it's going to be possible. And it turns out to not be. Pre-flip from Vatira into a reset. Wave dash. Bottom left. He has just been so clean with his offense anytime Rezears has given him space. He might just be too locked in to be defeated. Rezears, single jump wave dash kickoff. 4-3 now. For those of you who are continuing to keep up with the news via show matches, Vatira's coach retired. Feer done coaching Rocket League Esports. Instead, is now like a coach manager or something. I didn't fully understand his role now at KC. He's not leaving esports, but he's coming. It sounds like he basically got a promotion in the organization of Karmine Corps. He's like a coach. He's the coach's coach, a manager. I don't know. His title is higher up, I think. Extra gonna take over as Karmine Corps' coach. the head of coaches. He now oversees all Karming Corps coaches and recruits them. Oh. So basically, they just knew he was the man. They said, oh, Rezears, nice pinch. And they said, go find us more Feras. Rezears, that save. Probably not good enough. Getting faked. Vatira will walk it in. Rezears, wave dash, kickoff bump. Right now, he's really only been scoring off kickoff goals. He needs to find a way to get a bit more going. Will Extra be a good coach? I think, from what we know about him, it seems likely. I think the coach's coach who picks coaches and gets paid to do it picked Extra, maybe, so or at least oversee the decision of adding Extra. That should say something. Vatira, irritable bump was dodged slightly, but not enough. Rezears, low 50. Ooh, missed landing from Vatira. We'll leave the opening available. Rezears, I mean, the way the series has been going, it almost feels like Vatira is, for sure going to win this game. Technically, Rezears is keeping it within 2. I mean, this is a very reasonable game that Rezears could get a couple straight. But if you don't watch the ball go in immediately off kickoff, it just feels like it's so much more likely that Vatira will get the goal. And he will get yet another one as Rezears bumps but not demos Vatira. And that results in him being able to land and get back to the ball. That has definitely been a criticism of Vatira's, I think, when he's lost, that he can be a bit over-aggressive, stick with offensive possessions longer than he maybe should have, and end up getting countered. That being said, just like Anupo, when it's working, I mean, it feels like it's really hard to criticize because he's just scoring all the time. And almost, oh, Rezears, you have to get this double. He does. Alienator, thank me the 5 months prime. Give me the Feet Boy and Rocket League my soul. Watching Fear from fear of eating my crunchy roll. Vatira. 2 goals up, 30 seconds left to go. Rezears needs a miracle. And he's on. A wall to air dribble. Vatira fakes to the ceiling, back down to the ground. Rezears brings it right to him, and Vatira makes a save. The way he's able to basically guide Rezears into dropping the ball where he wants him to by all the movement before the shot, and even gets the angle. Rezears had a good spawn, and he gets to see it coming, and he still couldn't cut it off. 9-6. I want us to watch from Rezears' POV as he respawns right back. Almost be able to front flip and take it away. 19 seconds. Surely another game win for Vatira. He's not even going to go to the kickoff. And Rezears knows he's in trouble. Rolled around it, but couldn't get anything going. Question is, can Rezears get it going in any of the next games? He drops a no problem. And he's not moving. He's just going to let Vatira take a free nets. Does no problem mean you want me to end the game? I have admin controls. I mean, I could. Okay, he's going to make the save. You can't say next. It is known, but maybe Rezears is playing a rare AFK strat. So I don't want to call it early just from his no problem. Game 3 to Vatira. Gonna have to be a reverse sweep if Rezears wants to get a run going in the Double or Nothing a-thon contest matches series game. Vatira and Rezears. Vatira heads back to his own corner off the kickoff and is not punished for it. In fact, rewarded as he is able to get yet another goal. Rezears, a kickoff that could in theory favor him, but everything is going Vatira's way. It felt like he got to the boost early. The ball was on his side. He should be able to turn back and get it, but Vatira, man, he just finds a way to make it work on a single pad. Now up 2-0. Rezears, interesting intentional loss of the kickoff to his back corner. He has himself a possession. He does not fall for the fake challenge. This time he lets Vatira soar up on a double jump. And for 3 straight games, everything Vatira did seemed like he could see the future. And Rezears would just bring him the ball. This time, it's finally not the case, as Rezears opens up the scoring for himself in this game number 4. Vatira bump onto Rezears. Gonna bring this ball into his own corner. And this is where, so far, the magic has happened for Vatira. Okay, it's not going to happen this time. I was about to say, these kind of situations where it seems like he's really disadvantaged, he's always seemed to find a way, with the exception of this time, to escape, get good 50s, and all of a sudden end the possession for Rezears. Rezears get popped up too high to hit his wave dash, so he will just head back to the corner. Vatira gives him the ball, and they're both in the orange half. Vatira doing his best to try and break up this play. Oh my goodness, Rezears goes soaring past the ball. That is a tilter. That is a tilter. He is not going to be a fan of missing there. But why? Why DSC underworking? It's just a DSC and 2. It doesn't even look like he's disappointed or anything. He's just a cat. Like, it's like just a neutral cat face. Vatira off the sidewall. Reset is in. Everything goes Vatira's way. Rezears, you can see, Carr is not very mobile after each Vatira goal. So he thought about the ceiling challenge and came back down, only to go too far down underneath Vatira. Lore of this channel runs deep. There's no lore. It's literally just put cat on everything, and there you go. That's the lore. Lore iceberg. Just DSC everything. And there it is. Vatira high lob. Rezears missed the midfield 100. Gets himself demoed. Easy tap in. I mean, it's about the momentum, right? I mean, obviously, it's about the 3-goal and game deficit, but if you just look at what we're seeing on the field, Rezears gonna need a humongous mental shift in order to lock in and be able to get a game back from Vatira, and this is a good sign right here. Has a high bounce. Able to use it to air roll around and get past Vatira. But man, at this point, it feels like we need to see Rezears lead and a multiple goal lead to have faith in him being able to finish the game out. Vatira, another perfect execution off the ceiling. Rezears forced to play from the ground because he's chasing after Vatira to try and get the midfield 100 and then rushing back to nets. Obviously, being able to challenge those earlier and not try and make reads on the goal line is better, but it's tough when it happens immediately off a kickoff, and it's extra tough when it's off a kickoff where you attempted to race to the midfield and lost, because you're even further out of position. Rezears save To the back wall. Vatira trying to force him up in the air again, but Rezears correctly reads that that shot is too high. Does not need to respect it. He will get his own back corner as Vatira, I mean, he just is one step ahead of Rezears right now. Rezears not going to love how he challenged this ball. I mean, that was a high pop. It just seems like Rezears feels like he's helpless because had he gone immediately on that first pop, he probably should have been able to take it away, but deep enough in his own head. He's allowing Vatira even further in, and Rezears is going to own go off the post. He drops a sorry. It's just getting uglier and uglier. But Rezears locking in. Call Diaz to play in it? I think I might have reached out to Diaz because back in the day, he used to get like 90 or so ping on EU. Because obviously everyone else in competing is playing on EU servers. But he said it's unplayable now. It's like in the 200s or something, like something 180, something ridiculously high. Rezears does get a flick, does get a goal when he does have possession. Something that he doesn't have very often. Gonna need a bunch of kickoff possessions in his favor. Vatira wants the bump. Rezears does throw him off. Ceiling pinch, reset, pre-flip is not in. The way Vatira had been playing so far, I thought it was all but guaranteed. But it doesn't hit that one. Still a 3-goal lead with a minute left to go. Does look like Vatira should be able to finish this one out. Soft touch, wave dash landing. Front flip is in. This would be a comeback for the absolute ages. If by some miracle, Rezears was able to turn around this game and bring the series back, not just because of how he's got to get 4 straight, but just what we've seen on the field in terms of the mentality would have to shift quite a bit. Rezears can't get the angle, probably needed that one. 30 seconds. The pass to himself didn't work. Vatira able to intercept it, and it will just bounce in the nets. 9-6 as he turtle 360s to celebrates. 25 boost is all he needs to intercept that pass. Now fake kickoff in order to ice out the game. Backflip challenge is decent, but not enough to stop Rezears' possession. Pre-jump, Vatira, 50. 2 50s in a row. Not enough to keep Rezears out. Has anyone cashed out? No one has cashed out yet. Vatira got a reset off of his first 50. Vatira was the closest to cashing out early, and now he is looking like there could be no end to it, but maybe he'll want to just walk away with his 125. Maybe he's feeling good enough to keep going, or maybe, just maybe, he doesn't win this series. It's a low chance, but it's technically possible. 5 seconds. Vatira goes to the kickoff. Rezears maybe try to intentionally lose it. Vatira does miss. Rezears needs to keep it up. Has boost. Vatira's going to turn and dive right away, and that was good timing. Rezears is out of the match. 4-0 for Vatira. A sweep as he walks through level 3, the only one to win at level 3. The question is, does he want to keep going? After this spin, we would remove, I think, CRR, Red Mob, Rise. Those would no longer be options. He's cashing out! Our first winner! Congratulations to Vatira. He wants to take 125 and walk away. Vatira does not want to spin. Instead, he has finished here. We will cash him out at $125. And chat, I said once I run out of prize money, we will be done doing this tournaments. And I'm happy to announce we are not out of prize money yet. We have more. We have more. We continue. Congrats to Vatira.